everyone. So in this video, we're going to be talking about stretching the front of our bodies, which will also help relax the spine. Spinal mobility is really important for good health and for being pain-free and not feeling stiff and achy, particularly in the mornings. I don't know who might feel that, me maybe. Anyway, so we often focus on core and strengthening, which is great, but a lot of times I don't think we stretch or take into account tightness in the front. And so I really love this stretch for that reason, and we're also going to talk about combining it with breath, because that's one of the great parts of yoga. So I'm going to start with just prone on elbows, which looks like this. You're going to lay down, just prop your elbows under your shoulders, and from here I like to just let the body sink down, so you can see my spine's actually relaxing and arching into a little bit of extension. You can let your head hang if that feels good to your neck and back. Sometimes when my back's trying to relax, I feel better if I just let it kind of prop on my shoulders here. So whatever feels better to you. You can also slightly pull with the elbows, which helps, give a little bit of traction and opening along the spine. And you're just going to sink and relax. Make sure you're not tightening your glutes. Sinking, just inhale and exhale normally, sinking, relaxing, and letting your spine just melt. That can be a great stretch in and of itself. We can also use this to move into up dog. And so typically up dog is part of a flow, but it can also just be a stretch you use. You want your hands right under your shoulders, and you're going to gently lift. Now, for me to press all the way up, obviously my hips come up. So if you're okay here, right now my back's okay, I can just relax. I'm going to slightly bend the elbows, and my spine is comfortable stretching here and relaxing here. If you get any pain or pinching along your spine, I want you to stop. Go back to prone on elbows and find a more comfortable spot. You can always press up slightly from here without going all the way up. You want to make sure you're not causing any compression that's painful or might contribute to any kind of nerve pain or anything like that. So this is supposed to be an opening along the front, not any kind of jamming or forcing along the spine. So just to recap, your three options are to be here. You can pull slightly and lift, and then just let everything sink and melt. You can do more of a mid-range and press here. Again, as long as you're not jamming the back, we want to be lifting through the chest and belly, stretching those abs. Or full up dog, pressing up, looking up. I even like to shift slightly arm to arm, kind of like my version of walking the dog, but in the front. Can really get into my psoas muscles and let things stretch and open up along deeper in through the hip flexors and ab muscles. For breath, you're going to relax and inhale and exhale. Inhale, soften everything and relax. Exhale. Again, that's a more dynamic motion of moving in and out of it. So there's lots of different ways to go about it. There's lots of right ways to go about it. So be gentle with yourself and just make sure that when you think of spinal mobility, you don't just think of folding forward. You think of being open and mobile through the front as well.